Have you ever felt bloated after eating something labeled low fat? Or maybe you've been buying low fat products for a long time thinking that they're healthy? You're not imagining it if it's not working. These foods are often loaded with sneaky swaps that do more harm than good. Let's break it down. Here is what we're going over today. Why low-fat labels can be misleading and even trigger inflammation. The specific ingredients that may be causing your bloating and what to buy instead without overthinking it or having to track every bite you take. Let's start with the basics. Low-fat sounds healthy, but what you're not realizing is they are taking things out of the product, like good healthy fat, and they're replacing it with these very inflammatory, unsafe, not healthy ingredients. That is actually where the problem begins. Let me tell you some things that get added to products that say low fat. Number one, sometimes they add starches like cornstarch or modified food starch to thicken and re-improve the texture because the fat has been removed. The second thing they add sometimes is sweeteners like maltodextrin, dextrose, and fruit concentrate to replace and enhance the taste. The third thing they add sometimes are thickeners like carrageenan, guar gum, and xanthan gum. That's going to help your product have creaminess. These additives, they can irritate the gut. They can also spike blood sugar. So what started as a healthy choice, for example, like full-fat coconut milk, and then they take the good fat out of it and they put the fillers back in, is now an inflammatory, ultra-processed food product. You're left with something that's not fully food anymore. This is one of the many reasons that I really promote a healthy fat-rich diet. We should be eating healthy fats, not avoiding them. The next thing I want to talk about is why do these products lead sometimes to that bloating feeling? If you have bloat, or if you have a history of being bloated, this could be one of the reasons. So let's talk about digestion. If you've ever felt gassy or you felt puffy or bloated after your so-called clean meal, here's why. Sugar alcohols like sorbitol or erythritol, they ferment in your gut, which causes gas. Artificial sweeteners and gums, they can disrupt your digestion, especially in people who have sensitive stomachs. That would be me. Let's talk about emulsifiers. Emulsifiers are what help bind together oil and water in the food. Because we know the old saying goes, oil and water don't mix. So a lot of companies will put emulsifiers in the products to make sure that they do mix. There are emulsifiers out there, and they help blend the oil and the water in the food. But these emulsifiers can also disrupt that protective lining in your gut. Your gut isn't just a tube, it's a living environment. It has good and bad bacteria in it, cultures in it that are always working, trying to work for you. But when you put things in your body that disrupt that system, your gut microbiome gets all out of whack. These ingredients were definitely not made with your digestion or your health in mind. They were made to optimize a product. And your body is the one that suffers. Your body is the one that feels that. Low-fat or no-fat foods became very popular in the 80s with the no-fat diet, with the calorie counting. And a lot of this still sticks in people's heads. Maybe it sticks in your head. This is a very old way of thinking and eating and really creates negative eating habits in your lifestyle. So let's talk about what you can buy instead. It's actually simpler than you might think. One of the biggest things I talk about is how everyone overthinks healthy eating today. It has become so complicated, so I'm here to make it simple again. Two really popular products that thrive on low fat and no fat on their labels are yogurts and coconut milk. So instead of choosing a low fat yogurt, choose a full fat, unsweetened, dairy-free yogurt instead. And other good sources of healthy fat would be avocados and full-fat coconut milk, which you can put in smoothies and such to add that fat back into your diet. Another good swap that you can do, instead of buying low-fat dressings, make your own. They're super easy. I have lots of dressing recipes on my website, shelleycanhelp.com. In these recipes, you know exactly what the ingredients are, and you, my friend, will exclude all of these things that I'm talking about today. When you're looking at a food label and you see something that says low fat, the very first thing that I would do is flip it over and read the ingredient list. You want to make sure that the ingredient list is short, it's clean, which means you recognize the ingredients and they're not any of the ones I talked about today, and you can pronounce them. And most importantly, from today's video, I want you to learn this. Please do not fear fat. Healthy fats are essential, not optional. Did you know your brain is nearly 60% fat? So when we adhere to a low-fat, no-fat diet, we are starving our brains. Fat also supports hormone balance, memory, and mood regulation. We all need a little bit of all of that. So fat is not the problem. The problem is what we've been replacing it with. If low-fat products are leaving you feeling bloated, tired, and confused, you're not crazy, I promise. The label promises health. That's their hope anyway, right? That marketing part of it, they want you to think it's healthy. But the ingredients in that product, they tell a completely different story. It's time to stop guessing and start understanding how your body reacts to the foods that you eat. I teach a class every single week called the No Diet Health Reset. It's not about rules or rigid plans or diets. It's a lifestyle. It's a simple shift that actually works, and I've been implementing it for 11 years and teaching people for over 8. If you want to learn how to stop feeling overwhelmed with food choices, you're tired of the hamster wheel of dieting, you're overwhelmed on the word healthy and where to get started, and you finally want to feel good in your body without a bunch of restrictions, this masterclass is absolutely perfect for you. You can click the link below in the description to register. Class begins on Tuesday. Thanks for watching, and hey, do me a favor. Put a comment below if you have fallen for one of those low-fat tricks in the past. I know I definitely have, and there is zero judgment, but I hope this video kind of takes your blinders off a little bit and really helps you understand how to ignore the marketing gimmicks on the front of a food label. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends if you think that this would be helpful for them. And if you know somebody that's still grabbing those low-fat yogurts, send this video to them as well. I'm coming at you every week with helpful tips on how you can clean up your kitchen ingredients, make healthier meals, and feel your best. Hit that subscribe button to keep in the know. I have to go, but I have one question before I do. What is on your fork? Bye for now.